NASA has something that was postponed a few weeks ago, an all-female spacewalk coming up. This is bad. The very concept of this is complete bullshit. Would it be celebrated if there was an all-male group of nurses operating in a hospital? No, of course not. This quote-unquote equality train only goes in one direction. It's bullshit for a number of reasons. Firstly, far fewer women want to be astronauts than men. It's one of the main reasons. There are just way more male astronauts because men would rather do this extremely demanding job. Secondly, almost all women are weaker than almost all men. So women will just be far less capable at long spacewalks. They won't be able to stay out as long. They won't be able to do as much. They have less strength. So they're just worse at spacewalking in every way, worse than men. So you have a reduced operational capacity by using women. But the bigger picture here is that even if we were to say, look, it's fine for a woman who's less capable than a man physically, it's fine for them to be an astronaut. Okay, they may be capable in other ways. Okay, if this female spacewalk happened just by chance, there just happened to be two females there, okay, that's one thing. But it's very unlikely to happen by chance. NASA is specifically engineering an all-female spacewalk. It's virtue signaling. Well, why are they doing that? It's more proof of the matriarchy we live in. Women are seen as at once the same as men, but also a bit better than men. This is just sexism against men. This would never happen the other way around. You'd never get an all-male HR department being celebrated. HR is a female-dominated area. More proof that men are in the new caste system of the left. Men are the untouchable caste. Men are to be discriminated against, even when they're objectively better, just in physical pursuits. They are to be discriminated against at every turn, wherever possible. So no, an all-female spacewalk that is engineered specifically to be an all-female spacewalk, it's sexist, it's bullshit, it's empty virtue signaling, it's nonsense, it's against progress. Like, why do we want this? Why is it good? Has anyone at NASA explained why an all-female spacewalk is good? What's good about it? How is it better than an all-male spacewalk? The implication in any walk of life where there isn't a perfect gender balance is that there's unfair discrimination here. There's no evidence of that here. Men are more physically capable. This is a job that appeals to men more. It's a very dangerous, very demanding job. Women typically don't want very demanding, very dangerous jobs as often as men. There is no discrimination to see here. In fact, the discrimination's in the opposite way. NASA is pushing women, advantaging women, and this spacewalk, this sexist spacewalk, with less capable physical humans doing it, is more evidence that the sexism in the space industry is against men, not against women. All-female engineered spacewalk is bullshit. So when you ever hear about an all-female spacewalk, an all-female anything, or female CEO of a company, female software engineer, someone told you about it triumphantly, their nice little virtue signaling face on, you say to them, okay, why is that good? And there's not many answers they could give it. None of them make sense. Unless their answer is, here is a proof of systematic discrimination. Now, a gender imbalance is not the same as systematic discrimination. Here's proof that these 50 women applied for this job and they're just as qualified as the men and they didn't get it. That's a reasonable justification for an all-female something, or woman getting into a position she wasn't in before. A gender imbalance is not the reason for that. Fewer women applying for a certain profession or job isn't a good reason. It's a bullshit reason. And as with most things on the left and far left, as soon as you dig 1 millimeter below the surface, the entire ideology collapses. That's what's happening with the spacewalk. It's bullshit. But of course, and tens of percent of people think this, maybe 50% or more people always think this. The problem is, if you question any of this far left ideology, A lot of the time, you'll lose your job, you'll get called sexist, you'll get called racist. They can't fire 50% of people. The backlash is coming. It has begun. Stand up, call out bullshit. So even just ask the question, why is that good? It's perfectly reasonable. You can't surely get fired for that. Why is that good? Allow them to step through the process and hang themselves. The backlash is coming. You need to do your bit. You need to start just poking the pin in, exploring the lack of logic in any of this stuff. Because, this stuff has to end. Now, one possible reaction someone may have if you ask, why is this good? Is they could say, it's never happened before. To that you can say, well, someone sang the word Finkerland ban chinchaman bam bam bum 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 bum. That's never happened before either. That's not good. So something never happening before isn't good. The entire world hasn't been destroyed by nuclear weapons. That's never happened before. We can agree that that's bad. So that's not a reason. What's the reason? As soon as they get 1 millimetre below the surface, it's over. And it's just completely intellectually dishonest because people at NASA aren't stupid. They know this is bullshit. But they're still going with this narrative. This narrative needs to be destroyed.